Hi guys, Ansel here to talk about talents and skills and how they can strengthen your characters by giving them qualities that will help them achieve goals and make them stand out from the rest of your story's cast. Talents and skills cover a broad range. Some are subtle, like being able to multitask, network, or think strategically. Qualities like these can help your character at work, with their relationships, and in everyday situations. But there are also more unique abilities, such as parkour, working with explosives, hot wiring cars, or talking with the dead. As writers, we're often drawn to unusual or epic talents because we want our characters to be memorable. But any talent in the right situation can make a character exceptional. Let's say your protagonist is the town drunk who overheard a whispered conversation about an impending invasion. He's got to somehow convince the townspeople to mobilize and quickly to prepare their defense. But how can he, since he's not the kind of person people pay attention to? Well, what if he's actually a skilled public speaker? Maybe before his life went sideways, he was a theater actor, and his skill, albeit rusty, can now help him convince people that they're in danger. Any talent can save your character in the right moment, so be thinking about which ones will serve your story. There are some factors you want to keep in mind when developing a skill for your character. To explore these, let's look at blending in, the ability to walk into any event with any group of people and just naturally look like you belong. You can see in the first field the strengths and abilities a person with this skill might have. For someone to blend in, they should have good observation skills, be able to read people, and have strong control over their own emotions. Getting people to open up is also valuable because once they start talking, they'll provide information your character can use. Certain personality traits will accompany each skill, and it's good to know what those are as you're creating your character. When it comes to blending in, confidence is key, along with being adaptable and observant. Negative traits, like manipulation and deception, can also help a person fit in. It all just depends on the type of character you're building. If you already have an idea of their dominant traits, this field can also help you determine if a skill isn't a good fit. For example, if your character is very honest, they may feel compelled to tell the whole truth, which isn't always conducive to blending in and looking like you belong. Every talent will require some training to develop, so we've outlined the education, certifications, and practical experience that might be necessary for proficiency. We also look at common stereotypes and perceptions associated with a skill. This way you'll be informed about how it's often portrayed and what readers might assume about a character with this ability. Finally, the fun part, scenarios where this talent might be useful. These can get you thinking about how this ability could be used in the story, whether your character is an assassin, someone with religious views that must be hidden to avoid persecution, or a character trying to pass themselves off as someone they're not. Remember, readers like to be surprised, so don't be afraid to assign your characters an atypical ability. Maybe the easily ignored gamer in your cast is the only one with the skills necessary to gain important information. Or an orphan with a sensitive palate tastes something strange when drinking from the town's well, saving everyone from a painful and poisonous death. All in all, talents and skills play into both characterization and plotting, providing necessary abilities for goal achievement, and they can be great equalizers, providing value for cast members who have been overlooked or underestimated. For more help with this important aspect of character building, visit our tutorial. Happy writing!